What are the first sneakers that got you into the game?
For me, that I could remember really is probably an Adidas. Adidas. Coming up really young. One of the first concerts I ever went to, I was super young. I wasn't even a teenager probably. Obviously, Run DMC was, staple for Adidas, and I just remember him holding up that one in the air, and almost everybody in the garden held up their sneakers. So that was like my first big concert experience, sneaker experience, the culture crossing with the music, you know what I mean? Very, very early on. So that got me like, I want that. I want to do what they're doing on stage or be a part of it. I want to wear what they're holding in every color, like all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was really a draw for me.
For me, it's a kind of a cross between. I obviously grew up in a Michael Jordan era, and his middle name is Jeffrey, and my first name is Jeff.
Oh, man.
So there was always a distinguish there. And also LL Cool J on the cover of Bad had the black and red ones. And I used to always joke, if anybody knows, I'm a huge LL fan. The ladies love Cool Jeff. So that was a good cross there between me and that. And then from there, just collecting. Being a strap hanger society in New York, definitely people always are looking down at your kicks. So, I think just doing that, wanting to stand out, wanting to be different.
What is your quote-unquote holy grail?
It's the 11s from 2000. So, these haven't been retro yet, thank God. I wouldn't necessarily say they're my holy grails, but definitely something that I go to for special events. Nike had a sneaker ball a few years ago, and I brought these out. Somebody had the Air Mag, so I automatically crushed these. But definitely I like to bring these out every now and then just for fun. And then there's also the white and mocha threes as well. Like I said, luckily hasn't been retroed as of yet.
Yep. Three's my favorite, by the way.
No rush, Jordan. But these are also one of my favorites as well because, nowadays, obviously with Fight Club and other stores, you can get a lot of retro. So it's really hard to find these. So I kind of hold these close. And 13 Lows, another one of my favorites. Again, great box, 20-year anniversary. Can't really find these in a lot of places. A lot of people really don't have them. Sneakerheads, don't get me wrong, a lot of people do, but they're not that common. Great summertime wear as well.
Mm-hmm. If you're in like the industry and you have certain things like this that's like, runs across from like the music and the culture and the fashion and, you know what I mean? So it's like, may not necessarily be like your hottest for some people it is, but you know what I mean? I just think that now in the industry and in this business, it's more about the amount of pairs that were made, whereas before it wasn't, right? What they put out was what they weren't thinking. Just put out this limited, this 88.3. No, they put out.
And a lot of stuff sat. I remember the Laney 5s came out 99. They sat. I remember when the Black and Olive came out 2001. They sat. So a lot of things just sat back in the day, and now through the boom of social media and through the boom of popularity, it's more of a demand.
These are the Legends of the Summer.
Jordan 1s.
Jordan 1, 2s, and 3s. And again, it says Legends of the Summer inside from the tour. Justin Timberlake wore them at every show. Very few were made. And again, if you have them, if you were the part of the 100 people that got them, I got these from Justin Timberlake. There's no other way to say it. But I'm not trying to front. I'm not like that. He was with us, and he worked with us throughout the time we were working on the Magna Carta album, and he was working on his album because Timbaland produced both albums, the Justin Timberlake album and the Magna Carta. So we were working both rooms. Timbaland was in between both rooms. So we've obviously were together around each other for months between the album and between the tours. He somehow heard I was a sneakerhead, and great gesture, man. Came and gave this to me. He was like, "Yo, great guy, appreciate everything. Heard you're a sneakerhead." Bang, 1, 2, and 3 on the spot, untouched.